Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion. Your host, the Hut, and of course this is the Baseball Hut. And we're going to do another video on Mike Conforto. But before that, please like this video and subscribe. And leave comments in the comments section. Whenever you do that, YouTube promotes it. And got some great stuff lined up. But here we go. I'm going to read you off of MLB trade rumors. As you know, Michael has not been signed with any team. There shouldn't be a problem playing in New York if we were to come back. There's no vaccination requirements for players here. There would be a problem if he had to go to Toronto if he went there. Now the Blue Jays were kind of interested. But let's read you off of this. Mike Conforto is the top free agent remaining on the market and the lone qualifying offer recipient who remains unsigned. We're now less than 2 weeks from opening day, and it's still difficult to glean just where he might sign. And as ESPN's Buster Only points out, he will have a hard time following the path of some other qualifying offer recipients who waited things out and took a mid-season deal. Dallas Keuchel, Kendrys Morales, and Stephen Drew, for instance, all waited to sign that after that draft had passed, thus freeing them from the burden of draft pick compensation. That tactic already caused a player to sit out 2 months of the season, but with the draft now pushed back to July, middle of July, is an even less palatable approach for Conforto to take. Now, a couple of things. As Met fans, if he signs with another team after July 17th, I think the Mets will get an in-between pick between the second and third pick. So the Mets get hurt by him not signing. Because if the Mets had signed, if he gets signed by another team in the next 2 weeks, the Mets will get a draft pick within the first 35, 40 picks. But if he doesn't, they get hurt. They don't get a pick till between the second and third rounds or whatever it is. So it's ridiculous that he has not chosen a place. There's been some talk of a potential reunion with his old team, but it was reported yesterday evening that returning to the Mets is extremely unlikely, from Anthony DeComo, citing multiple sources close to the situation. With Starlin Marte and Macania and joining Brandon Nimmo in the outfield and plus holdovers, Dom Smith and J.D. Davis still in the fold. The bats for Conforto would be hard to come by, even with the designated hitter now in the National League. The Mets also have Robinson Cano, too, and Jeff McNeil would be guys that would be interested in being a DH a little bit. Shai Davidi, meanwhile, writes that the Blue Jays checked in on him, though perhaps only as a means of due diligence. The Jays had been looking for a left-handed hitter that'll bounce a right-leaning lineup, and yesterday's trade with the Rockies swapping outfielders Randall Grichuk and Raymond Tapia was a step toward that end. That's arguably still a fit for Conforto in Toronto, but he's not vaccinated, so he's not going to be able to play up there. The Guardians have been an oft-cited fit for Conforto due both to the team's paltry $56 million payroll and a generally unproven mix of outfield options. GM Mike Chernoff didn't comment directly on Conforto or any other free agent this morning, but did say in an appearance on MLB Network Radio and Sirius XM that the front office is prioritizing its young players. Let me tell you something about the Guardians. They're going to be so bad this year. They're going to be talks about them moving all their veteran players by the middle of the season. By late May, early June, you're going to hear about Ramirez, Bieber, and everybody else that has any kind of contract or anybody that's going up for arbitration next year. All these guys are going to be gone. Just to sort of let you know. Article also mentions the Rangers in this thing because they've spent a lot of money. And that's pretty much it. It's really the Rangers. I can't imagine the Guardians. The Guardians would pick him up if they were to sign him. I can't imagine them signing for anything more than a year. And are they going to be willing to give up a draft pick? I highly doubt it. In the middle rounds where the Mets are? I don't think so. But just to point out a couple things. The Mets had the 11th pick after losing Kumar Rock and not signing him after a month. The 13th pick from the Angels and their 14th pick. If Michael goes, if he goes to one of these other teams that are under the 10th pick, they'll get one of these other picks. If it's from the top 10, they'll get a sandwich pick, and I think a second pick, after that. But I don't know where he's going. It doesn't look like he's going anywhere. So he had a chance to sign with the Mets last year on a 5-year deal. He didn't want to do it, and he's all screwed up. So everything's all messed up for him, and that's the bottom line. That's the story. So we will be back with other videos in the near future. Keep your eye out for a live stream. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to the Baseball Hut going to keep you up to date on Conforto, and we'll see what happens with him. Thank you, and I'll see you later.